Alright, so in this video I wanted to discuss how I like to lace my Air Jordan 5s. This is kind of one of those videos, it's probably not necessary, but a lot of people have asked me to cover lacing videos in the past, so I plan on doing a couple different ones in a series. So if you have any suggestions for sneakers that you want to see laced, leave a comment in the comment section. But in this video, we're going to focus on the Air Jordan 5 and how I like to lace this model. This is the only Air Jordan model that I can think of that has a very specific looking lace lock. I know obviously the Air Jordan 6 has a lace lock, but that one has balance and symmetry. It's round and there's no weird little shape to it. This one has a weird little shape to it that kind of hugs the foot, but it also has the Nike branding on the side of the shoe, so if you flip it upside down, people are going to know you're wearing the lace lock upside down. So I wanted to give you guys a couple tips on how I like to lace mine, and then a couple different variations based off of that. So let's go ahead and get into the video. What is going on, guys? Hess here. Hopefully you guys are having a good day out there. If you guys are new to the channel and you like sneakers, please subscribe. Also, if you guys have been subscribed for a while, please hit that notification bell to be notified of when my videos are posted. And this video is by request, so hopefully you guys enjoyed it. The Air Jordan 5 is a very finicky model. It can look really, really good, but also can look a little bit weird with the lace lock. Now, obviously, my way is not the only way to lace these. There's a bazillion different ways, and however you like to lace your Air Jordan 5s, by all means, is the right way, because there, again, is no wrong answers. So there's obviously some variations to how you can lace your Air Jordan 5s, but primarily the main way that I'm going to be doing this is to leave it open-ended, which means I'm not going to actually be lacing the shoes at all, which is kind of counterintuitive, right? Like you have a shoe to lace the laces, but if you look at all the shoes on my wall, I don't have any of the laces actually laced. I like to wear them loose, or I just leave them in the dead stock loop that the shoes come with, which if you guys really need a tutorial on how to do that, I can do. Some people have asked for that in the past. I've done some videos a long time ago, but there's a couple of new variations to the way that I do some of those things that I can cover in a different video, maybe like a Dunk or a Jordan video. But leave a comment, let me know what you guys want to see next. Any which way, I like to wear my Air Jordan 5s fairly loose. Now, it's okay to do so because there actually is an elastic band under the tongue that actually holds your foot into place, so even without laces, you're pretty much going to be good to go. Obviously not for performance basketball, but to wear casually. And the last thing I wanted to mention is obviously you could just wear the Air Jordan 5s without the lace lock at all. Sometimes I've set them up incorrectly, and that lace lock, as I look down, is all of a sudden flipped upside down, and I'm like, gosh darn it, it's like annoying, so then I just end up taking it out. That's what I did with the Air Jordan 5 Tokyos that I have here. I just ended up taking them out and then just did the DS loop on these, and I like wearing them this way, but I do still have my lace locks, of course, for these. So I will consider putting them back on because there's a lot of other different ways to do this. A sneaker fundamental for you guys before we get started is, if anytime you have flat laces, you basically just want to make sure they're flat over the front of the shoe. You want to make sure that they're not crossed all over the place. And I don't know, it looks a little bit sloppy when they're done like that, and it definitely looks a little bit tidier when they're all flat and they're not like and they're not crisscrossed. All right, so first things first, I know it's a little bit intimidating the very first time you get a pair of Air Jordan 5s and you just don't know how to lace them up, because when you get them straight out of the box like this, you see that the lace lock is on snug tight, but then there's no laces. The laces are actually tucked behind the tongue, and then they're just kind of hanging there. And that's obviously not the way you're going to be able to get them on your feet, and that's not the way you're necessarily going to be wearing them either. So the first thing I'm going to do is actually take out the laces from behind the tongue and then loosen up that lace lock and just let it slide down to the ends of the laces. Now I can actually reposition all of the laces up to this point and just loosen the shoe, because I don't want it to be as snug as it is. Even in the lower parts of the shoe, I want a little bit of extra room there. I have a little bit of a wider foot. I need it a little bit looser when I'm going to slide it onto my foot. So loosen them up as you see fit, but also try to maintain the integrity of the laces and don't have them crisscross and flip-flop over as much as you can. And then I just kind of stretch out the tongue, make sure that I'm good to go and that it's as loose as I would like to have it. Now I'm going to cinch down the lace lock just a little bit, and then I'm going to flip it over. Now when you flip it over, you just need to make sure that the Nike name is actually facing upwards, so you're not wearing them upside down. Now I'm going to cinch it down a little bit tighter and then flip it over. It should be a little bit snug when you flip it over, and that's totally fine. And the last step for me on this method is I'm going to double loop the top lace. That's right, even though we have all these other lace holes up here on the top, I'm going to actually double thread it through the same one again, because I want it to be a little bit snug. The second one through will actually help hold it into place a little bit more, and then the rest of the shoe won't fall apart as you're walking around to them. And that's pretty much the easiest, quickest way that I like to lace these and wear them. Now there's a couple different variations from this. Obviously some people want to be able to see the tongue a little bit more, so another option is you can actually take the lace lock out and then drop it down one of the cross sections 1 or 2 lower than where it currently sits. As an example, on this pair, I actually dropped it 2 places lower, and then I actually utilized the second set of lace holes on the plastic part on the upper as well. That way it just makes it a little bit more snug, and then when you get to the top, you're left with just a little bit of string, and this way it's actually a little bit firmer and you could still slip it on and off, but it's definitely an easy way to go as well. The time to be able to lace them up properly, this is the way that I prefer right here, because I do like that this is actually a lot lower and you can see the tongue a lot more too. Like you could see parts of the creases right here where the tongue comes together, versus the other way it's so high that you can't appreciate it as much. So I do like this method quite a bit. But leave a comment in the comment section. How do you guys lace your Air Jordan 5s? What do you guys think of my methods? And if you have any other methods and you have them on Instagram or on Twitter, hit me up and show me your pictures of how you lace them. Thank you guys for stopping by and watching. If you have another pair of Air Jordan sneakers or just sneakers in general that you would like to see laced up, drop me a comment, let me know. Have a good rest of the day, and hopefully we'll see you back for some more videos. All right, peace guys.